Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy, your independent Scentsy consultant with Happily Scented Life. This is the channel where I speak of all things home fragrance, whether that's Scentsy or vendor wax or perfume or beauty products and all kinds of stuff like that. So in today's video, we are going to do the walkthrough. I do a lot of Scentsy catalog walkthroughs here on my channel. I actually have a playlist of them. I got to make sure I've actually put all the videos in that playlist. I think I've got a couple more years of catalogs to still walk through, and then the series is complete. But in today's video, we're actually going to take a peek at the upcoming annual 2026 Scentsy catalog. That is right, you heard me correctly. We are no longer doing a fall winter and then 6 months later doing spring and summer. This is a full year catalog with all of their core products, core fragrances, core warmers, all of that stuff. And then sprinkled throughout the year, that is when they're going to have mini launches, seasonal inserts, holiday LTOs, all of that stuff. So this catalog and all of its contents will not be available to the public until March 1st. But you can take a look at this. I'll try to see if I can put a link to the PDF in the description box in this video. But if not, I have posted, I think, the PDF in my Facebook group. If not, then I definitely will post it before I put up this video. But I will be buying some of these catalogs since Scentsy decided to bring back printed brochures and printed materials. They did listen to us, hem and haw over that and nag about it because we were right. I mean, we need our paper products. And it has all pricing, so that's amazing. So we're getting those back. So I am going to order those and send them out to customers that have ordered from me in the past 6 months. Will be getting a catalog in the mail. So let's take a look at this catalog, you guys, because I quickly went through it, so we can definitely talk about some of the things that I noticed in this catalog that are kind of different. And yeah, this is just going to be a whole new image for Scentsy. I mean, like I told you guys, I'm here until the ride ends. I'm here until the last train stop. I'm not going anywhere unless they cancel me. All right, so here on like the first page inside the catalog, this is where they're explaining their new vision, how it all came together. So as we can see, the monogram S, that was kind of like their, focal point and like where they came up with everything. And then we've got the, the Sherman-Williams paint chips over here. Oh my God, so depressing. I mean, I don't mind this green. Don't get me wrong. That's like my favorite shade of green. So I'm not, dissing. I'm not dissing the green over here. But these other ones, I don't know. They're going to focus on fragrance. Oh, they're going to focus on fragrance here. Elegant, refined warmers. They're showing the candles since now we're, selling candles. Understated yet sophisticated fragrances. And then over here on the second page, you can kind of see some of the warmers and the 4 decor groups or decor lines that they are creating Scentsy products for. So all of the fragrances, the warmers, they're all going to fit one of these like trends. And they've got warm, Enliven, which is probably your maximalist. If you're going to go there, inspire, and then classic. I'm probably going to put myself, to be honest, in the classic section. I think classic is kind of my vibe. I don't know. There are like a few trendy pieces I like, but I think classic would describe my decor and just me in general, like what makes me happy. Okay, let's just go to the next page. All right, so here we can see Scentsy Warm. So here's some more warmers and things that are going to encompass that warm decor line, which is grounded, earthy, cozy, and natural. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. So these are some of the new warmers, you guys, that we're going to be seeing here. So right here is the white marigold, which is going to be $55 US. It's 6 inches tall, 25-watt glass, and it says it's crafted with real marigold petals. It is a pretty warmer, but I'm really iffy about how bulb glare that's going to be, because I've got quite a few pieces for warmers that are very bright, like my bubble iridescent, which I hardly ever use, my prismatic warmer, my amber glow, which I only use in the fall time, and then even like my amber, not my amber, my all in the clouds warmer, like those are very, very bright. So I think this is kind of being on that same level. So where I have so many, this is probably one that I would stay away from. But if I didn't have as many that I have, it might be one that I would, like to see. But I kind of want to also see like in person what that warmer looks like, because these stock photos aren't the greatest sometimes. Like I've said it before on my channel, like even some of the warmer of the months, like the flyer, it looks like absolute horse trash, and then you get it in, or you see people post it on Pinterest, these like beautiful stock photos of it, like, in their home, and they've got like decor around it and stuff like that. Then that makes you want to buy it, because it's like, oh my god, you just made that so gorgeous looking. So trust me, some of these photos don't do some of these warmers justice, so I'm just pointing that out there. All right, this one right here is Waves in Wings. So this is $55 as well. 6 inches tall, 25-watt glass. So what are those, just seagulls? Yeah, so it's like a coastal theme. So if you had like a coastal type bathroom, then that might be one that you would like. This one over here, it's pretty, but to me it screams 70s, 80s, which is not a bad thing. But like that, was it in the 70s and 80s when everybody was into like that jade stuff? It was this color, and it was like everybody had it like in their kitchen, they had it in their bathroom, they had it in their living room. My mom had a whole bunch of different jade pieces too, and that's kind of like what this reminds me of, but it really kind of just looks like an oversized vase as well. What's the price on this sucker? Seafoam Bloom is its name. $65. 6.5 inches tall, 25-watt glass. Why are the price points so unbelievably high? Is like the new standard not to price anything under $50 when it comes to a warmer? Like, I'm just not getting it. Okay. Sanded Linnea, whatever. I probably said that wrong. $70. $70 for just like a swirl sand. And it's 5.5 inches tall. It's an inch shorter, you guys. 25-watt glass. I think this on the outside, and I don't know it for sure. I don't think it looks textured. Does it look textured? I don't think it would be textured where it's glass. No, that's not true, because Frosted Night's textured, and that's a glass warmer. I don't know, it just seems like this might be textured on the outside. If it is textured on the outside, I think that, if you had a waxident, that would be really difficult to try to clean. Just in my opinion. All right, let's kind of... Now, this one. We're going to talk about this one, because this one I saw during World Tour. And I was like, oh, that's kind of pretty. That's kind of interesting and different. It kind of reminded me of a different twist. Oh, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Oh my god. Oh, excuse me. That was loud. I'm a very loud sneezer. I apologize. I'll probably try to edit that out. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it in. I don't know. Anyway, so I saw this one and I was like, oh, this is kind of like an interesting take on like, we had one. It came out as a warmer of the month with pink coconut. It was like a bohemian warmer, but it had twine like all wrapped around it. So this kind of like reminded me of like that vibe that warmer gave me. So then I scroll down to the price. So it's called Morcana or Moshana Marble. $90. $90. 5.5 inches tall. And it's 20 watts. All because it is carved from real marble. And each one is unique. Are you flipping kidding me? You couldn't have given us a 40 watt or a 25 watt for $90. I'm going to pay so that you can have this personally carved by some child laborer in Thailand because you outsource all your warmers. No, I'm not paying $90 for a freaking warmer. I won't even pay $90 for the licensed Disney warmers. And I'm a huge Disney fan. Like, absolute huge Disney fan. And I won't pay full price for those warmers. Not gonna see me do that. $90. I really don't see that selling well. Just because of the price point itself and the fact that it's only 20 watts. Like, that is not going to perform. Maybe it'll get hot because it's made out of marble. I don't know. What's your guys' opinion? I wouldn't even want to waste $90 in free hostess credit just to get that warmer. That's just my opinion. Okay. Now this is Enliven. So this one right here, so I saw this one during World Tour, and I told my mom, I was like, oh, they came out with another mushroom warmer. And I was like, I actually like this one. Because look, it looks like it's glass and it's like speckled a little bit. And I was thinking like, oh, that would be really cute under the TV in the living room with my happy hair warmer and my mini cottontail warmer that's on a base that I display for Easter. I'm like, this would really look cute with my Easter woodland forest vibe that I have for my Easter decor. So I'm thinking, you guys, that this is probably like a 20. I was thinking in my head, just seeing this picture, that it was going to be like a 20 watt warmer, like the Mediterranean Moonlight and my Moroccan Mint warmer, right? Which I wasn't mad about that because I'm not getting the warmer as like the main warmer to use to fill the space with fragrance. I'm doing it as like a backup warmer. But you guys, look, it's called Confetti Glow in taupe. So that almost makes me feel like, are there going to be other ones eventually that they're going to come out with this and they're different colors? Because why would you put a dash and then put the color? You know what I mean? It's $65, so it is pricey. But look, 6.5 inches tall and a 40 watt glass. That is going to perform so well for vendor wax, for Scentsy. So this is one. And where it's in the annual catalog, they are going to restock it even if it sells out. So this will be one that I am going to try to get with free hostess credit when I go to close out a party sometime this year. So I definitely have plans on getting this, but I'm not paying full price for it. So I'm either going to try to get it absolutely free with hostess credit or use my half off to drop down that price. I'd rather use the host credit, but we'll see. So yeah, so I really like that one and the fact that it's a 40 watt. Now this one over here, which I'm probably going to butcher the name. And I'm sorry if you can hear James upstairs. He's stimming like so bad right now. It's not that he's having like an episode or anything. He's just mimicking what he's watching on the television. So this warmer right here is Gossamer Haze. And it's $60, 5.5 inches tall, and it's a 20 watt. So again, another 20 watt warmer that they're trying to charge more than $50 for. It kind of does remind me a little bit of the Fluted Gray just because of that ridge design. But I don't like how it has, you know, this dent in the middle of it. I don't know. And I really don't like blue swirl. Like stuff like this, I don't like it that much. So this is probably definitely one I would pass on, but I could see a lot of people gravitate towards that warmer. All right, I need to zoom out. Okay, and then these ones down here at the bottom, these are some of these, and this Enliven I think is going to be their maximalist like category. So we've got dusky petals, and I'll try to zoom in on the actual flower petals because I do think that it is definitely etched, and yeah, that's like really pretty. This purple is really, really pretty. My mom really, really likes this warmer. Dusky petals, and it's $60, 6.5 inches tall, and it's a 25-watt ceramic. So not bad on like material and bulb size. $60 is kind of hefty when all you're paying for is etched ceramic. But, I mean, you can go to your local YMCA and try to sculpt that, I guess. But I don't think you're going to get it that far. And then this other one here is the tulip one that we saw during World Tour. 65, 6.5 inches tall, 25-watt ceramic. So, yeah. Okay, let's try to zoom out here. All right, so then the next line that we have here is Scentsy Inspire. Okay, so this is refined, elegant, intentional, minimalist. This is basically Orville and Heidi's daughter. I think this is where she lives and breathes. And I think this is like the inspo to the vision and the rebrand is this right here. So, let's see. So we got Silver Stem, which we had a mini warmer of this in the Wild Horses of Our Flowers collection, I believe. So now we've got the full size. But look at this, guys. $55, 5.5 inches tall. It's only 15 watts. 15 watts for a full-size freaking warmer, and you're charging us $55 US. Are you out of your cotton picky minds? Oh my gosh. And I know I said that phrase wrong. Hate on me in the comments. I don't care. But what the flip? No, I'm not paying $55 for a 15-watt warmer that is the same wattage as a mini warmer that you only charge $25 for. That's insane. No. No. I won't fall for it, Scentsy. All right, this one up here is called Light Weave. I think this is butt-ass ugly, but that's just me. $70. Here we go with these high luxury price points. 6.5 inches tall, 25-watt glass. This one does look like something that you made at the YMCA ceramic class. You know, Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. with your, you know, lady friends. Oh my gosh. Why? Cascade, $50, 5 inches tall. Oh, we're getting shorter. And it's an Element ceramic warmer. So we don't even know the wattage. Because again, you know, you do this rebrand and you can't even put the wattage for the Element warmers. And I know somebody in the comment section that drinks the Kool-Aid is going to be like, it's an Element warmer, Amy. It doesn't have a bulb. There is no wattage. Yes, there is. It is called voltage. We just in the wax community just refer to it as wattage, but there is a measurement of light or heat in the Element warmers. And that information, I believe, should be in the catalog just like the other warmers have it. I think that should be disclosed so people can make educated decisions on what warmers they want to spend money on. I'll get off my soapbox. This one's Lustra. This is the one that I said looked like a Diva cup, and I can't get that image out of my head now. This is $50, 3 inches tall. And it's a ceramic Element. Oh my gosh. Nope, this is a hard pass. A very hard pass. 3 inches. This is like them trying to glamify the mod warmers that we all ragged on because they were made out of resin. And it was like this cheap plastic. Oh my gosh, I can't. I really didn't want to spend this much time on the warmers, but I'm kind of glad I'm doing it. All right, and then this thing that I don't know what they were doing. I don't know if they were trying to like if this was a warmer reject. Like, was this like the first drawing board image of the heirloom warmer that's in the Inspired collection? and they kind of just like, you know, put it on the product development floor, and then they were, I don't know, lost with ideas so that they had to grab something that they scrapped. I mean, I don't know. I think this is butt ugly. I'm sorry if you like this warmer, but I think it's butt ass ugly. Oh my gosh. What is it called? Bel Air, $50 US, 6 inches tall, and again, element ceramic. So, no idea. Hopefully someone, if anybody gets these like in the home, what is it? The warmer sales kits, or the, I don't know if this warmer is in the World Tour product kit or not, but hopefully whoever gets it can tell us like what the, you know, wattage is. What am I doing here? No, we're not doing that. Okay. I hate this MacBook. Okay, so classic is kind of where I live. And my favorite warmer is in this section. So classic is timeless, traditional, and welcoming. So right here is a new one. It's called Classic Crest. I heard one person refer to it as a soap dish, or yeah, I think people refer to it as a soap dish, a planter, an ashtray. There was a lot of different names for what this kind of looked like. It's $40, so one of the cheaper new warmers, but only 3 inches tall, and it's an element warmer. Like, I mean, it looks like the circumference of the lid or the heating element that's on this warmer, it looks rather large. Like, that looks like there's 4 cubes in there. So I would say that you probably could comfortably put 3 to 4 cubes in this warmer and have it be able to fill a room. But how well is that fragrance throw going to be? Like, I don't think you could take this warmer and make it perform in your open concept. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. This one right here is called Etched Sage. It's $50, 5.5 inches tall, and another element ceramic. This one's all right. I love the green color. Absolutely love the green color. I think if you have like a palm, lush, botanical, jungle theme, like anywhere in your home, this would go perfectly with that. This one is Bluebell Gingham. $55, 4.5 inches tall, and it's an element ceramic. So again, it kind of looks like the space for where you can put the cubes is rather large, but it looks like it starts off wide and then narrows in. So I wonder if there's going to be pooling on the sides of these warmers because of that. Because we've seen that happen with like a lot of the square dishes and like irregular shaped lids, that sometimes the wax won't melt all the way through, and you have like that happening at the edges of the warmer. Okay, then you know what was funny? You see this thing right here, this urn? I thought that was a warmer, and I was so excited because I love this pattern. So I was like super stoked. I'm like, oh my god, that's a huge warmer. It's probably 40 watts. Yeah, no, it's not a warmer. It's just a decor piece. But this one up here, oh, this is so gorgeous. I am buying this with my party closeout in March. I'm going to use my free credit and get it for free. It's called Blue Spongeware. This is blue and white china. My mom, I was born in 86, you guys, so I do remember a little bit about the 80s, and then all of the 90s. My mom had all blue and white china everywhere. I remember like as young as like 3 and 4, I remember my mom had blue and white stuff everywhere, all over her living room. But then she also had a sunroom, and that had all white wicker furniture. White wicker love seat, white wicker. There was like 2 chairs. There was a white wicker glass top coffee table. And then in that room, it was just decked out with all of her blue and white china, blue throw pillows, all of that stuff. It was absolutely gorgeous. But this just reminds me of that. And that house that she had it in was my favorite house. And it was like one of the best points of my childhood. So, because we lived in that house from like the time I was like 3 till I was 7, 8 maybe. So, yeah. But anyway, so this is $60, so it is pricey. It's 6.5 inches tall, but it's 25 watt ceramic, and I'm absolutely in love with it. It is one of the new warmers that I will be buying. Petal and Vine. This is $55. 55 inches tall and 25 watt glass. This one looks nice. I think if you put like an orange bulb in here, it would make the ambiance really nice in like your bedroom. So yeah. So that wraps up the classic section of the catalog. So then here, this whole page talks about the smart fragrance home system. So the Scentsy fragrance cartridge diffuser. You can download the app and you can time the fragrance. I won't get into a lot with it because I'm never going to hawk this product. I'm never going to buy it for myself. I don't see the need or it being necessary to use multiple different home fragrance systems in your house. Now, I have a wall fan diffuser in James's room that I do use pods because when he's home, I don't like using his warmer. But when he's gone, like when he's like at my mom's and stuff for like school vacations or you know, sometimes she'll take him for a couple of days over the summer, I'll turn on the warmer in his room and warm racks there. So I do have another home fragrance system, and then I do occasionally warm candles every now and again. But I don't see the need to buy this to then say, oh, my work shift's over in 30 minutes. I would love my house to smell like blueberry cheesecake the minute I walk through the door. I'm going to program that this thing is going to start spitting out scent 30 minutes before I come home. I don't need that in my life. Like, no. I don't need another reason to be on my phone, a reason to download another app on my phone. No. But if you are interested in this, it will be in the catalog. It's $80, but it includes one fragrance cartridge when you buy it, when the first time that you buy it. But then if you want to refill it, it's $40. But Scentsy Club subscribers can get 25% off in their club. And if you buy 2 or more cartridges in the catalog or on the website, then you can get 10% off those too. $40. That's just insane. And it says it lasts a month or more depending on use. I don't know. Very interesting. Okay. So then here is just some pictures showing the other scented products that are going to be in the catalog. So we still have the bars, the pods, the fragrance flowers, the scent circles. Still not individual though. Still have to get them in a 3-pack. Scent packs, room spray, and then candles. Now, I do want to say that there were no price increases as far as we know in the catalog. So that was really nice that they did not increase any pricing on any of the products. So that was good to know. Candles, it looks like they have in the catalog the 2-wick ceramic. So that's the 12.5 ounce candle for $30. And it's going to be available in Amazon Rain, Barefoot Beach. Let me try to zoom this in. Here we go. Amazon Rain, Barefoot Beach, Black Raspberry Vanilla, Blue Grotto, Blueberry Cheesecake, Clothesline Cocoa Cashmere, the exclusive Cozy Vanilla, Cypress and Citron, Jammy Time, Just Breathe, Luna, Mystery Man, Petals and Peaches, Saltwater Saffron, which is a new scent, Seagrass and Sand, which is another new scent, Starburst Sky, Vanilla Bean Buttercream, Welcome Home, and Winterberry Apple Tea. So, I mean, I don't know how Blueberry Cheesecake would work in a candle that might be strong enough to actually scent a small space. I've already reviewed the candles on my channel, you guys, and it wasn't a great review. It was an honest review, but it's not a great review. I'm not going to be buying another Scentsy candle ever again. But if you want my honest opinion, if you wanted to try the candle, but you really wanted to try the candle, but make sure you're getting a scent that's not going to disappoint, out of this list, I would definitely go for the Blueberry Cheesecake, the Clothesline, Jammy Time, Just Breathe, I don't know, Welcome Home maybe, winter appleberry tea, and possibly Starburst Sky. I just don't know how that musk note that I get off of that would come across in candle. So, yeah. And then here's the scents. Now, before we get into them, and I'll try to give you like my recommendations on each of the scent categories of what I would recommend for this annual catalog. I just want to take a moment here because when I was going through this catalog the first time, I was looking at the scent notes and I'm like, why are these scent notes off? You guys, they revamped every single scent description. So even the ones that are recurring scents, and some of these scent descriptions, you guys, it's like they're trying to polish a turd. It makes no sense. And you'll see once I get into the ones that I want to like showcase. So I'm going to zoom in here. So they actually have in this annual catalog this little kind of like legend key where there's going to be an icon under the scent name for what products it's available in. There's also a fragrance grid at the back of the catalog, I believe, too. But you can see that. So Blue Grotto, which I don't like the Capri Volcano Blue, whatever dupe that's supposed to be. I do like Better Homes and Gardens, Walmart's version, which, the name of the scent is slipping. Over the Rainbow. That's what it's called. So that one I do really, really like over Scentsy's Blue Grotto. I think Scentsy's Blue Grotto was amazing when it was offered in the cleaning line. When it was taken away, I was so mad, and I did stock up on quite a few all-purpose concentrates, but I've blown through those not decades ago, but definitely years ago. Coconut lemongrass. This will always be a recommendation for me. I love coconut lemongrass. It's like the perfect, it's Saturday, you've cleaned your house, put it in so you can have that vibe going the entire, rest of the weekend. It is one of my favorite lemon scents. Cypress and Citron would be a hard pass. I wouldn't recommend this one because to me, it was very muddled. It was very soft, and it smelt more like lemon skin and like tea, like muddled like tea leaves than like cypress wood or citron, which can kind of come off as like a bergamot, like masculine scent. My daughter is home from cheer. You can hear her and her friend yelling at each other in the driveway. So I wouldn't recommend that scent per se. Lemon Sugar and Sage, I would recommend this one just because the overall population of Scentsy customers and consultants really enjoyed Lemon Sugar and Sage. I personally prefer coconut lemongrass and lemon sorbet over lemon sugar and sage, but that's just my opinion. But I feel like if you wanted to try a new lemon scent or you wanted to revisit this one because it was a scent of the month last year, then this would be one that I would say, yeah, round out that 6-pack and grab it. Paradise Punch is one of the few over-the-top saturated fruity citrusy scents that we have left in the annual catalog. I would recommend to try this one again. I think I'm actually going to try it again just because we don't have many options for saturated fruity citrus anymore. I don't think it was ever described as this before, so it's kind of like a twist on what it used to be described as. So, exotic fruit, refreshing tropical punch, and a frozen acai bowl. Yeah, okay. It smells like Hawaiian punch, Scentsy. You can literally say that it smells like Hawaiian punch, and people are gonna know. Okay, I'm reading that exotic fruit. Well, what exotic fruit? Are you talking about star fruit? Are you talking about dragon fruit? Are you talking about papaya? What are you talking about here? And a tropical punch. Is it a fruity tropical punch? Or is it like a mango pineapple tropical punch? Now, Squeeze the Day is a bestseller. To me, it just smells like lemon heads. That's what that scent's always smelled like. Sunkissed Citrus, I think, is better off as a cleaning product. But here we go. We're trying to make Sunkissed Citrus better than what this is. This all has to do with marketing, you guys. I really think this has to do with Orville saying that sometimes you have to reword things to make it sell better. And this is what they're doing. They're polishing their turds to make people think, oh, I might want to try that. That sounds great. Yeah, no. So Sunkissed Citrus is described as freshly peeled oranges, a bowl of lemon and limes, and grapefruit dusted with sugar. So it always used to be just orange, limes, lemons, and grapefruit. That's how it was always described. But now we've got freshly peeled oranges, a bowl of lemon and limes, and dusted sugared grapefruit. Okay. And then wild citrus and sugarcane was last year's wild for wildflowers. They just renamed it. And they read the scent description. So fresh squeezed lemons, a citrus stand at peak season. Like, what is that? And soft wildflowers. Oh my gosh. I can't with these. I can't with these scent descriptions. Some of them are just hilarious. So yeah, so for citrus, my recommendations would be coconut lemongrass, lemon sugar and sage, and paradise punch. Those would be the 3 that I would recommend from the citrus category for the annual core catalog. All right, so for fruity, black raspberry vanilla. This scent description had me roaring laughing. When I tell you, I literally could not breathe when I read this because of the just insanity. Okay, black raspberry vanilla, sun-kissed berries, a layered parfait, and split vanilla beans. When has black raspberry vanilla ever been associated with a parfait? When I think of the word parfait, it immediately brings me back to working at McDonald's when I was like in my early 20s and having to make those stupid parfaits because I worked the 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. shift. And just the smell of that yogurt with like the half thawed blueberries and strawberries. No, it's not a good look. So there's nothing creamy or yogurt about black raspberry vanilla. That's for sure. Camu. I've never really liked Camu. It's always been too light of a performer for me. But look at the scent description. Fresh squeezed tropical juice, citrus peels, and rainforest berry nectar. Rainforest berry nectar? What? Go-Go mango. I've never liked Go-Go mango. Tropical smoothie, hibiscus and sunshine. Perfectly ripe mango. Yeah, whatever. Golden Sunflower Fields, this would be one that I would recommend. I really did like it and it's available now in the current catalog for fall and winter 2025. But Apple Orchard, Cheerful Sunflower Stems, and Rolling Fields of Hay. I really got a lot of the hay and definitely got the sunflower and got the apple. And it performed really well in the one bedroom that performs the crappiest in my house. So the fact that that scent stood against my crappiest room, like my most drafty room, all of that, I think it deserves a buy. Island Bloom. I like Island Bloom. It used to be a scent profile that Scentsy did all the time. Tropical fruit, a watermelon cooler, and Island Air. Okay, a watermelon cooler makes me think of Bartles and James. Or Boonesberry. Yeah. Or even Mike Hard Lemonade. Like, no. It's a really nice tropical fruity scent. Italian Sunshine. This would definitely be one that I would recommend. Fresh bergamot peel, sun-ripened berries, and warm amber. I like the scent description that it had before. And let me pull that up because I want to show you the difference on here. I liked the scent description before because I think it tells more about how Italian Sunshine is going to warm for you. So the scent descriptions before were cheerful rays of Italian bergamot and sun-kissed coconut with sweet berries and warm amber. So here they don't even tell you that there's coconut in it. But that coconut is so prominent in Italian Sunshine. The bergamot and the amber are definitely the hard hitters, and that's what you smell right out of the gate. But then that coconut and the berries do come out later, and it's so beautifully blended. Like, it was one of my favorite scents last year. I feel like them not putting coconut in it, you're not really showcasing that fragrance correctly. And I think them revamping these scent descriptions, it's really going to hurt sales for some of these bars. I'm telling you right now. Johnny Appleseed, a bushel of apples, sunlit orchard, and pear juice. Says it was a bestseller. Lucky in Love, a love potion of candied citrus, wild berry jam, and half peaches. Okay, Lucky in Love had no, that's not Lucky in Love. All right, look at this one for pink pineapple and sugar. Sugar dusted pineapple rings, sweet papaya nectar, and sparkling fruit sorbet. So I like this scent description for pink pineapple and sugar, but I don't think pink pineapple and sugar is... See, pink pineapple and sugar is one of those scents that it doesn't smell like much on cold, but once you warm it, it will impress you. Pink berry sandalwood, they said it was a bestseller. Woodland berries, creamy tonka beans, smooth sandalwood, and a handful of cherries. Summerberry melon, fresh picked berries, fruit salad, and sugared strawberries. Sweet lime and peach, limeade with muddled mint, herb garden, and peach juice. Tropical coconut nectar, fresh coconut cream, peach preserves, and a pineapple garnish. We are stretching here. We are trying to make 2 cents out of 1 here. Oh my. Watermelon tangerine. Sliced watermelon, peeled tangerine, and morning dampened grass. Okay, so instead of saying dewy grass, you're going to change it to morning damp. I feel like these scent descriptions are how like we used to be in high school. You know, when you had to like make like a 500-word essay or something like that. And let's just say you wrote the essay and you were like short, like 75 to 50 words. So you looked up like how you could reword certain things to make it longer. Like you would look up extra adjectives and stuff. I think this is what Scentsy did. They opened up a thesaurus and they're just like, what else could we say that describes dewy? It's like people have said, it's like they went into ChatGPT. Can you give me other phrases for dewy? And then it gives them like a list of 10 and they just picked morning dampened. Morning dampened grass. That doesn't even sound appealing. That just sounds like it rained and I stepped outside and I squashed my feet onto the grass. Like, oh my gosh, I can't. Winterberry apple tea, steeped black tea, honey crisp apple slices, and drizzled honey. So there's no more cranberry described in Winterberry apple tea, which I think is going to not give the bar its full potential. So in the fruity category, I just have to zoom out here so I can see all of them. What would I recommend out of fruity? So I would definitely recommend Golden Sunflower Fields, Italian Sunshine, Pink Pineapple Sugar. I would recommend Summerberry Melon. Definitely Winterberry Apple Tea if you could be in the mood for that, because I myself don't reach for Winterberry Apple Tea in the spring and the summer. But yeah, those would be my recommendations. The Golden Sunflower Fields, the Italian Sunshine, the Pink Pineapple Sugar, the Summerberry Melon, and Winterberry Apple Tea for fruity. Okay, then we have Floral. Bora Bora Blossom, Exotic Island Orchids, Cool Green Breeze, and Tropical Fruit Salad. Hibiscus Pineapple, Hawaiian Hibiscus Lays, Fresh Cut Pineapple, and Peeled Mandarin Oranges. Look at this one for Lilacs and Violets. Cottage Garden in Bloom, Spring Morning, a dreamy, fresh-picked bouquet. Really? Bouquet. That's like Keeping Up Appearances on the BBC network. It's bouquet. Bucket. Oh my gosh, I can't. All right, Luna. Night blooming florals, crushed berries, and the warmth of sandalwood. Pearlescent Coast. Look at this bougie scent description. Serene lotus blossom, bamboo stalks in morning dew, and velvety apricot skin. Did Pearlescent Coast even have apricot in it for its scent description? I gotta look this up, you guys. I think it'd be really funny, you know, if you actually go back and like compare the scent descriptions and just see like what they decided to like rename. Let's see here. Oh, where is it? Lustrous lotus blossom and bamboo flourish with a silky wave of apricot musk. So in this scent description, you're not even disclosing that it has a musk scent. So if someone doesn't like musk and they get this bar and that's what their nose picks up, they're going to be disappointed that it wasn't disclosed. I don't know. Petals and peaches, delicate freesia petals, ripe peach nectar, and sunrise over an orchard. Okay, whatever that is. Oh my, look at the Provence lavender. Fields in bloom, lavender satchels, and calming botanicals. Starburst sky, frothy coconut cream, apple blossoms, and whipped vanilla. Sweet pea and freesia, a garden party, cheerful florals, refreshing rose water. I agree with that scent description. Thunderstorm, floral meadows, fierce breeze, and a refreshing downpour. I'm not mad about that scent description, but I really do think they need to put that it smells like a little bit like dirt, because I feel like people that don't like petrichor are going to get this fragrance and they're going to be like, what the heck? All I smell is dirt, because you definitely do get dirt with it. Vanilla rose, radiant clementine, quietly sweet vanilla bean in English rose garden. Radiant clementine. Did it have clementine in it with the scent description? Maybe it did. I don't know. So for floral, my recommendations would definitely be the Petals and Peaches bar and Thunderstorm. That is it. Those would be the two that I would recommend in this section. Yeah. That's all I have to say. It's not that the other ones are bad. It's just that, you know, if I'm going to generalize the best of each section, it's going to be Petals and Peaches and Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm is my personal biased favorite, but Petals and Peaches was adored by like everybody, so that's why I would recommend that one. Okay, so now we're into fresh. So fresh, we've got aloe water and cucumber, Amazon rain, blue skies, and bergamot. Look at this. Cool air through an open window, citrus peel, and a basket of fresh flowers. Blue skies and bergamot just smelt like empty space because it didn't have any scent to it. That's what the scent description should be. By the sea, clean breeze, billowing laundry, soft white florals, and spring air. What? Clothesline, clean linen in the sun, floral breeze, and delicate violets. Oh, they got rid of the wicker basket in the scent description. Coconut blossoms is fresh coconut, calm ocean waves, and soft floral stems. Freshwater sage, cool forest spring, freshly brewed tea, and lemon peel. That is completely different from the scent description from last year. Wasn't it like marine musk? I'm pretty sure that was in the scent description, which I think does really describe it really well. Where is it? Citrus zest with bergamot tea leaves and marine musk. So they got rid of the bergamot, but they kept the freshly brewed tea. I think it should be tea leaves though, because it is herbal and greenery. to me, freshwater sage kind of smells like the riverbed, like a riverbank, like all of that stuff that you would find, like the rocks and like the weeds and, you know, just that, you know, muddled marine aquatic water. Like it's not fresh clean water, it's not beach water, it's just that it's got that different vibe to it. Just Breathe, spearmint tea, lemon zest, and eucalyptus steam. What are they smoking? Spearmint, there is nothing tea about Just Breathe. That is straight up Vicks Vapor Rub. Magnolia linen, laundry on the line, magnolia petals in bloom, and an airy clean. An airy clean what? You can't just put an airy clean and not have a noun. An airy clean. Okay, and ocean shimmer, a sunset sail, limoncello, and ocean air. Mixed with halitosis. No, I'm just kidding. Palm trees and ocean breeze, Caribbean water, palm frond, cabana, and tropical coconut. Sorrento breeze is cucumber water, wildflowers, and ocean mist. And sun-drenched cotton is sunny coconut, blonde sandalwood. Ooh, we use a different kind of adjective there. And clean cotton sheets. Okay, so my personal recommendations for fresh would be aloe water and cucumber, Amazon rain, clothesline, freshwater sage, and that's pretty much it. I haven't warmed palm trees and ocean breeze in a very, very long time. But I've always preferred palm trees and ocean breeze over by the sea. So if anybody was like wanting to know like what my take was on the two where they're kind of similar. But yeah, that would be my recommendation. Aloe water and cucumber, Amazon rain, clothesline, freshwater and sage, and Just Breathe. Those would be my recommendations for fresh. Okay, now we're going to head over to Woods. Barefoot Beach, warm sand, toasted coconut, macadamia, and sun-bleached wood. Bonfire Beach, bonfires at dusk with sea salt mist and marshmallow treats. Cocoa Cashmere, cashmere woods, dark cocoa powder. Wrong. Vanilla orchid blooms and smooth coconut. Desert Twilight, look at this. Look at this scent description. I'm going to pull up the old scent description, but look at this one. Sun-baked terracotta, cactus flowers, and lingering heat. What was the old scent description? I gotta look this up. Warm clay. So warm clay turned into sun-baked terracotta. And sandalwood. So sandalwood they took out. And saguaro blossom got changed out for cactus flowers. So probably because cactus is more like known than saguaro. So, but lingering heat. Oh, at golden hour. Oh, I can't. It's almost like vendor companies when they get the fragrance oils and they don't want other fragrance oil companies to know what oils they bought. So they just like change up the wording. So instead of like, I don't know, instead of like caramel, some vendors will put like burnt sugar as a note to try to like, you know, throw it off a little bit. Again, that's what Scentsy's doing here. We just, you know, wanted to be more fancy with our words and get an A+ on our narrative essay for 10th grade. So instead of putting warm clay, we put sun-baked terracotta. Mystery Man, invigorating spice, clean cologne, and cool cedarwood. Now this is one of the new ones. Saltwater saffron, bleached driftwood, sweet earthiness, and fresh lemon peel. I am going to get the new scents in March when they come out, when the catalog comes out. Look at this scent description for weathered leather. Saddle shop, new car leather, and a rustic lodge. No, you can't make weathered leather be fancy pants. You can't do it. You can't do it. It literally just smells like a new car that you bought at the dealership. That's all it smells like. Like, there's nothing fancy about that. White amber antique, a weathered deck, bergamot and sea air, and sun-warmed amber. No. What did white amber antique scent description say before? White amber antique is literally the colognes that I remember smelling in the aughts at Abercrombie and Fitch and Hollister. That's literally what that scent reminds me of. Alluring amber antique flirt with fresh bergamot. Where's this weathered deck coming from? Whatever. So, woods, what would be my recommendations? Definitely Barefoot Beach. Definitely White Amber Antique. But for other people, Bonfire Beach, everyone always hypes about. I've never gotten behind Bonfire Beach, but everybody else has. So I would put that as a recommendation. But personally, my two would be the Barefoot Beach and the White Amber Antique. But again, I don't know what that new one, the Saltwater Saffron, smells like yet either. So, but just based on prior experience, Barefoot Beach and White Amber Antique, and then runner-up, Barefoot Beach. Okay, now Cozy, which is technically the new spice category. We've got Cozy Cardigan, which is romantic rose petals, velvety suede, and vanilla amber. Cozy Vanilla, but it's in candle only. Comforting sandalwood, buttery soft suede, and a hint of vanilla bean. Jammy Time is now clean pajamas, floral lullaby, and gentle soap. Newborn Nursery, baby powder after bath time. So instead of just saying baby powder, they're just going to put baby powder after bath time just to add in those 3 extra words. Freshly laundered blankets and pure innocence. Now this one's new, seagrass and sand. Coastal wildflowers, fresh cracked coconut, and white sand beaches. This does sound good, but what kind of coastal wildflowers are we talking about here? And then welcome home, cinnamon sticks, mulling spices, and a warm welcome. So personally, in the cozy section, none of my favorites are in here, but you can't go wrong with Jammy Time or Welcome Home, in my opinion. Now, the Gourmand section is what we used to call bakery. Let's look at these scent descriptions that they zhuzhed up here to try to sell them better. Baked apple pie, cozy kitchen, cinnamon apples, and a buttery gold crust. No, there is no pie note. There is no buttery gold crust note in baked apple pie. Do not market me that bullcrap. No. Nope. Look at this one. Banana nut bread. Banana pudding. But no. I know what banana pudding smells like. Don't try to school a banana fragrance lover. Okay? You aren't going to tell me that scent smells anything like creamy banana pudding. No. You're wrong. Wrong. Saturday morning breakfast. What? And crushed walnuts. Saturday morning breakfast is like pumpkin pecan waffles, over the top pancakes, French toast, smothered in, fruit, whipped cream, the syrup like just dripping off the French toast. No. Or you could twist that and do Saturday morning and do like a cereal scent. No. And crushed walnut. No. All right, blueberry cheesecake. They didn't fudge this one up too bad. Rich cream cheese, blueberry syrup, and an indulgent dessert. Cinnamon Bear is supposed to be cinnamon candy, a kick of spice, and sweet heat. I mean, it's true, but you could literally just write red hot candy. Like, can't you just write Fireball? And, people would know what the heck it smells like. Cinnamon vanilla, baking spices, sweet warm coffee cake, and buttery coconut. No. What are they smoking? Hold on, I gotta look up. I've never really actually looked at the scent description for cinnamon vanilla. Okay, cinnamon vanilla's old scent description was vanilla beans, cinnamon, coconut, and cassia. Where are they getting still warm coffee cake from? And buttery coconut? No, sit and spin. No, no. You are not trying to sell me that BS. I don't think so. Mochadoodle, chocolate shavings, fresh brewed espresso, caramel drizzle with cream. They're making that a lot more gourmand than what it is. Orange dreamsicle, a summertime treat, sweet orange sherbet in an ice cream parlor. Vanilla bean buttercream, vanilla cake, buttercream frosting, and a homemade decadence. Okay, that's fine. And then very vanilla. Vanilla extract, baking from scratch, and warm custard. Again, sit and spin. You ain't trying to sell me that BS. That is not a bakery. Very vanilla is a floral vanilla. That is a body care vanilla. You are trying to market it as a bakery, and it's not. It is not. And I know they made this whole new gourmand section, but the thing is very vanilla is in the bakery category currently. It was made as a new release for the bakery category before they even made this annual catalog. So you can't even get me, oh, it was supposed to be because it's a non-baked good. No, you put it in the catalog when we only had a baked good section. So don't try to tell me otherwise. So in the gourmand section, what would I recommend? You can't go wrong with vanilla bean buttercream. And I like blueberry cheesecake now. But I don't think the other ones are very much liked by the general public. So I would have to say, hands down, vanilla bean buttercream is the best one in this category. And then honorable mention to the blueberry cheesecake. So that's the scent, you guys. Isn't that insane? And then, like I said, right here is their like updated fragrance grid, I think. Shows you all the fragrances and then the icons for what they're available in. And I'm kind of miffed because if you go down the Thunderstorm is now a horrible, depressing, ugly prison break gray instead of its beautiful, vibrant blue. If that bar didn't sweat so bad, I would literally hoard my blue Thunderstorm bars just for nostalgia, just to have that color. But they sweat like a mofo, so I'm not even going to do that. But I'm just sad it's this like ugly, depressing gray. And it's only being offered in bar, room spray, and scent circle. Couldn't even get it in a fragrance flower. It's a floral scent. It should be in a fragrance flower. That would be like one of the top performing fragrance flowers if they had it for Thunderstorm. But that's just my opinion. All right, here's the Scentsy Air. So this is another home fragrance system that is not wax and warmers. So you have the air purifier that you can either use it alone or you can put Scentsy pods into fragrance the space when you have it on. Or they have the Scentsy Air Quad, which does bigger spaces. It can hold up to 4 pods in there. And then you have the Scentsy Air Go and the Air Go Plus. So this is for like smaller rooms or for when you travel. And you can use either 1 or 2 pods in those as well. And then here's the Air Mini and the Mini Plus. The Mini Plus has the nightlight feature. And then the regular Mini doesn't. And then the Scentsy Air is tabletops. And then the Solo, these ones you can bring in the car. I have the Solo and I have the Scentsy Go. This one. I have those two. And those are what I usually use in my car during the colder months. And then in the warmer months, I sometimes use the pod, but if it gets over 80, I'm not going to use pods. I go right back to using either scent circles or, I know it's bad for my car, but I will use the room spray in my car. Just watch the leather seats. That's all I have to say. All right, so if we unscroll, Then we have the scent diffusers. So if you are an oil diffuser girl or guy, we have those too. So these are some of the shades. And then they have some of the scents here too. It doesn't look like we're getting any new oils. So that almost makes me feel like, are they going to start phasing out oil? Because now we have candles, we have the smart home system, we have the air system, we have the oil system, and then we have wax and warmers. So it's like, are one of these systems going to eventually get replaced out next year? Could be a possibility. All right, and then we do have some licensed products that are in the catalog year-round. So this is good for those people that like these products. So Harry Potter, we will have fragrance and products in the annual catalog. So the Sorcerer's Stone book warmer will be available full-time in the annual catalog. So will the Harry Potter Buddy, the Golden Snitch Buddy Clip, and then the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which is sparkling citrus, green, apple, mahogany, woods, vanilla, and amber. And then you can also get it in a scent pack. And then Winnie the Pooh, still going to have the warmer and the 100 acre wood bar, which is Cotton Blossoms, Wild Jasmine, and Cozy Vanilla. And then we do have Stitch. So Stitch 626 and 624 are still going to be in the catalog. But you see, they didn't change the scent descriptions on the licensed products. They're still pretty much word for word the same thing. So I wonder if they couldn't change them because they're licensed. And then we have the fragrance flowers in those two fragrances, the Stitch Buddy, and then the Lilo and Stitch warmer. So those will be the licensed products, the Disney ones that are going to be in the catalog year-round. Okay, now let's go to the next page. So here we go. These are the non-wax lines. So we've got body. We have body wash, hand cream, and hand soap. Look how pathetic these labels look. It looks so washed out and has like no personality, like at all. So we still have those three products. And then laundry, we have the dryer disc, the dryer sheets, the laundry liquid, the Scentsy Fresh, the Scentsy Suds, and the washer with tub, but only the large size because remember, they discontinued the smaller size. All right, and then where's the clean? Is it up here? Yeah, and then cleaning, we have all-purpose concentrate, bathroom cleaner, counter clean, and Scentsy swipes. And right here, you can actually see all the scents that are going to be available in these three product lines. So we will go ahead and take a look at this. So Berry Sweet is available in bathroom cleaner and counter clean. So we no longer have well, I don't think Berry Sweet was ever offered in all-purpose concentrate. I don't think it was. Let me look at the current catalog and see. No, it wasn't. So we're not going to get it in any additional cleaning products. It's still just bathroom cleaner and counter clean. Black Raspberry Vanilla is available in everything in laundry but Scentsy Suds. Clothesline is available in all the laundry line. Fiji Flower is only available in discs, laundry liquid, fresh, and washer whiffs. Fluffy Fleece is also only available in discs, laundry liquid, fresh, and washer whiff. Jammy Time is available in everything but Scentsy Fresh and Suds. Why can't we get Jammy Time and Scentsy Fresh? Why? I don't understand it. Luna is available in everything but Suds. Magnolia Shimmer is available in discs, laundry liquid, Scentsy Fresh, and washer whiff tub. Odor Out is just in Scentsy Fresh. Pearlescent Coast, which is the new laundry scent, that is available in just the dryer disc, the laundry liquid, and the washer whiffs. And then Water Lily and Bergamot is available in just the discs, the laundry liquid, and the washer whiffs. So we lost Water Lily and Bergamot. No, we didn't. Sorry. Nope. Scratch that. Reverse it. We lost Frosty Air. So Frosty Air is the one that got discontinued. Hold on. Yes, I was correct. Frosty Air got discontinued in the laundry line, and then they replaced it with Pearlescent Coast. So then for cleaning, like I said, Very Sweet is just in bathroom cleaner and counter clean. Then we have Isle of Clother. That is new, and it's available in all-purpose concentrate, bathroom cleaner, and counter clean. So we actually have it in 3 of the 4 products. Johnny Appleseed is still only bathroom cleaner, counter clean, and swipes. Why we can't get it back in all-purpose concentrate is beyond me. Ocean Air and Coconut Water available in all the things but swipes. Squeeze a Day is available in all 4 cleaning products. Sun Drenched Cotton is only available in bathroom, counter, and all-purpose concentrate, which it's funny that they're not offering it in Scentsy Swipes because it was a Scentsy Swipes product in the summer collection. So very interesting. And then Sunkissed Citrus is available in everything but the swipes. So what did we lose in cleaning? We lost Vanilla Mint. They got rid of Vanilla Mint finally. So if you like Vanilla Mint, then this month, February, would be the month to stock up on those Vanilla Mint products because they will be going away. And maybe they'll pop up in clearance, who knows, or a flash sale if we ever get those back again. All right, Body. So Body, we have a new scent, Freshwater Sage. It's available in all 3. Jammy Time, available in all 3. Luna, available in the whole body line. Mystery Man is still only available in body wash. Pink Coconut, available in all 3. Pink Berry Sandalwood, available in all 3. Starburst Sky, available in all 3. And then Vanilla Rose, available in all 3 body products. So what did we lose in body? We lost... What did we lose? I don't think we lost anything. I think we just gained something. Oh no, Mystery Man, Pink Coconut. Yeah. Yeah, so we didn't lose anything in the body care line for scents. We actually just gained an additional scent. So that's kind of like a win-win. All right, then make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, I didn't. So then here's the Plush products that are in the catalog. So we got Highland the Cow weighted and the Sloth. So both the Sloth and Hamish the Cow for the weighted buddy will be in the catalog all year. That means if it sells out, Scentsy is going to restock it. Now, will they have a fast turnaround time on restocking it? Probably not, but it's not going to be a LTO that sells out. So just keep that in mind. They also are going to have Toodle the Doodle Dog. They do have the Fox Blanket Buddy and the Hamish the Cow Blanket Buddy. And they have an Acorn Buddy Clip and then the Apple Buddy Clip. And then here they talk about the Scentsy Whiff Box. So it's $35. You experience scents and products with seasonal and trending themes. You can get it up to 50% off in a qualifying Scentsy Club subscription. Then it says Scentsy Club offers convenience and savings, 10% discounts on orders over 30, half price item on orders over 60. Earn rewards on every order to redeem for more discounts. And then right here, a product with purpose. We believe in contributing more than we take. Our charitable cause program offers a product year-round to support the children, families, and communities that need us most. Every purchase includes a donation to nonprofits nominated by you. See the current offering and cause we're supporting at sensyscharitablecause.com and submit a nomination for a nonprofit that matters to you. So that's the answer that we have all been looking for on the charitable cause warmer, because normally in the catalog, they would feature it and it would either be the same one that they would do in fall, winter, and spring, summer, or they would do a different charity for each of the 2 catalogs for the year. So now you have to go to this separate website to see what one they're actually promoting. So, interesting. I'll have to go to that website and take a look after I'm done with this catalog, just so that we can see. Okay. So then, over here are the bundle and saves. Oh, but also up here it says earn rewards. Earn products you want at a discount for free simply by sharing Scentsy with your friends and family and gathering orders. Talk to your consultant about setting up a rewards link. So they're no longer putting the compensation plan in the catalog. Let me just look real quick. No, Wow. So no longer is the join, host, or compensation plan featured at the end of the catalog. So I think that goes to the fact that they're changing it up, and I think eventually it will lead to them going affiliate, but because they don't require new consultants to pick a sponsor anymore. So there is like no like urgency to recruit because people can join and not have a sponsor right away. They can join and then like 3 months down the line say, okay, now I want this person as my sponsor because, you know, I've saw them on social media, I've watched them on YouTube, you know, I like her personality, I like what she's about. This is who I want to connect with. This is who I want to learn from, or, you know, share, you know, this hobby of mine with, or whatever you want to say. So that's interesting. And of course they got the buy now, pay later with PayPal. Shop now and pay later, blah, blah, blah. And then here's bundle and save. So it says the more you buy, the more you save. Get 10% when you combine products that go together. So like a warmer and 6 bars, a air product with 6 pods, 6 room space, 6 packs. So this is the stuff that we see that's auto bundled when you're ordering on the website. But the 3 new ones here are 3 body, 4 laundry, 3 cleaning, and then the 2 fragrance cartridges, because that's the new product. So instead of having the moisture medley, the classic clean, and the laundry love bundle, you can still get those bundles, but they'll be on the back end of your consultant's workstation. So kind of like how the buy 5 get 1 free wax bar deal is, you have to ask your consultant to place an order for you through the workstation to get that discount. Instead, if you just do it yourself, then you're just going to get 10% off. So it's like a $2 to $3 difference on the price. So you can still get the Laundry Love, the Classic Clean, the Moisture Medley on the back end. But on the website, if you just want 3 counter cleans, then you can get 10% off. If you just want 3 Scentsy Freshes, then you can just get the 3 and then you would get 10% off. So I do like that bundle change. I wish it could be more than 10%. I wish it could be a bundled price, but I get why they have to do a 10% because it's just the way that their website's designed now with that auto bundling and everything having 10% off when you bundle it within these certain like numerical amounts. So I get that, but I am glad about that. It's just that like when I do party closeouts, I'm probably going to have to utilize the non-advertised bundles if I want to get like those products. So it'll be a little, you know, playing around with it to see what's the better deal. But I mean, 4 laundry products, I can do 4 things of Scentsy Fresh. That's great. I love my Scentsy Fresh. It's the only laundry product I use in their whole line. So yeah. All right. And then here we have just like all the warmers. I don't think it's every warmer that's available. It might be, but I don't think it is. I think there's more than this, but I could be wrong. And then obviously you got the tabletop bases, the light bulbs, the warm. Why do we still have these warmer stands? We need to do a revamp. You were going to revamp the whole catalog and the whole vibe, and you can't come up with a aesthetic, demure, classy new warmer stand. And then cotton cleanups. That's it. That's all she wrote, folks. All right, let's go to this charitable ScentsyCharitableCause.com. Okay. Scentsy Charitable. You guys are probably going to see everything that I've already searched for. I didn't even think of that. Oh, well. Okay, so Scentsy's charitable cause. We believe that happy, healthy families build vibrant communities. Nominate a nonprofit. Okay, one of our Scentsy core values is generosity. We are always striving for ways to do more for the people and communities who need us more. Our charitable cause program supports the Scentsy Family Foundation, a 501(c)(3) that funds causes focused on children, family, and communities. Since 2010, blah, blah, blah. We already know about this. Okay, so Does it tell you like which one we're doing? You help decide. It's important that we give to charities that are most meaningful to our consultants and customers. So we want to help decide where the money goes. All right, here. So from September 1st to February 28th, we'll donate $10 from the sale of the Tranquil Glow Warmer. Okay, so this one is still available. So I'm assuming on March 1st, if you were to go to this website, then that charitable cause warmer will change. So probably there'll be some type of news article that will come out closer to March that will know what that new warmer is. But at least this is the website that you can go to if you wanted to like recommend a charity or something like that, then you can do that at your own leisure. But yeah, so anyway, that's the whole Scentsy 2026 annual catalog. What are your guys' thoughts? Like I said, I'm very opinionated with mine. I'm probably like one of the more opinionated people on YouTube right now that's voicing their concerns. I just feel like my biggest hang up with the catalog, okay? This is my biggest hang up. Like, I could care less about the colors and the warmers. I mean, if they don't have things that you know, are reading me and stuff that I want, then fine. It's going to save me money, you know, because I'm not going to be buying this stuff. But my thing is that they made the catalog an annual catalog so they could appease to their entire customer base, so that there's a fragrance or a warmer that fits every single customer, whether you like to warm fall and winter or whether you like to warm spring and summer. So if that was the entire case, right, why is it not an even playing field in the catalog? Because it's not. You literally gave us a spring and summer catalog with winterberry apple tea added to it. That's literally what you did. Like, there's no even playing field. 90% of the catalog for fragrances is spring and summer, or just universal year-round scents, like that are in the fresh category, like aloe water and cucumber, Amazon rain, jammy time. Well, it's not in the fresh category anymore. It's in cozy, but you get my drift. Like the ones that were in the fresh category before, the jammy time, the clothesline, the clean breeze, the aloe water and cucumber, Amazon rain, coconut lemongrass, just breathe. I probably already said that. Sunkissed, like all of those ones, Johnny Appleseed, those are all year-round, basic, you know, scents. If you wanted, like, why couldn't you have put other fall fragrances in the catalog that could have been year-round fragrances? Like, I literally could see somebody warming apple spice season year-round. Everybody likes peppermint, just like Just Breathe. I mean, a peppermint scent in the catalog. I mean, peppermint's kind of, you know, herbal and medicinal. Why can't you put that in the catalog year-round? And that technically would appease the winter melters, because then there'd be a minty scent in the catalog to warm. Why couldn't you added some cool atmospheric air scents from the winter category and put it in the year-round catalog? Why aren't there more like Woodsy? Like, you couldn't put Around the Campfire back in the catalog? Like, that's year-round. So that's like the thing I am the most hung up about, and I think the most upset, is because if they're gonna say that this is the reason why they did the catalog and did the change up the way they did, then stand by that. Because you didn't make it a universal catalog to fit your entire customer base, so that someone who is a spring summer melter has their set fragrances in there, or the fall and winter people have fragrances to choose. You didn't do that. You made a 90% spring and summer-ish hotel, like, basic Betty vibe, and then threw in winterberry apple tea to just say, hey, we threw you a bone. Here's one out of, 80 fall and winter fragrances. And like I said, the unknown of what the seasonal insert is going to look like come August when they roll that out. This is my theory. My theory is that the seasonal insert that we saw on that chart, the seasonal insert that's going to be available from like August to December, I think that is going to be a mini catalog that will have your core fall and winter fragrances that fit the vibe with the rest of the core catalog. So scents like, I don't know, silver bells or eucalyptus wreath, stuff that kind of fits the vibe and the trend that they're going. That's what's going to be in that seasonal, insert. And then I think that the other ones that are highlighted, like Halloween, that's where you're going to see all your pumpkin, right? That's where you're going to see all the pumpkin, maybe some apple, some spooky, foresty, woodsy scents, the, sticky sweet caramel and maple syrup and all those scents. I think that's what's going to be in the Halloween. And then holiday is going to have all those niche holiday specific scents, like the tree, the Gourmand's bakery for Christmas, the really hot, like cozy fireside, Christmas cottage, stuff like that. I think all that's going to be in those little seasonal drops. And then the seasonal insert that's pretty much going to be available for like 4 months from like August to December. That's going to be just a core fall and winter, but it's not the core that we're thinking. I really, really think that. I could be completely wrong. I could be stepping in my own poo-poo right now. But that's just where my mind's going. My mind's going that they're going to group the different types of scents that we had normally in the fall and winter catalog into these smaller LTOs. And it makes more sense to put all of the pumpkin, heavy, sugary bakery that we had for fall in the Halloween section, right? Like Gimme Candy, Scary Good, Spooky But Sweet, Fairy Tale Pumpkin, all of those scents in the Halloween section, Ghostly Greetings, Hollow Harvest, all of that stuff. And then maybe in the seasonal insert, that's where they're going to have like cider mill and maybe pumpkin cinnamon swirl, because that's more, universal appealing and it's like a basic pumpkin scent. Apple spice season, stuff like that. So yeah, that's my thought. That's the biggest thing that I'm just PO'd about. But again, I get over it fast. I'm just a reactive person. I don't shy away from that. I'm very reactive. I'm very emotional. I am loud. I am boisterous. I don't give a crap. Don't give a crap. I just tell it how it is. I just sploof it all out. So that way it's out of my system. I already said my piece and that's it. And if you guys agree with me and you resonate with that, great. And then we can talk more about it in the comment section. If you don't agree with me, that's great too. I mean, we don't all have to agree. We don't all have to like the same stuff. We don't all have to say everything's nice and you should club it and you need to buy all the things. You don't need to buy all the things. Sorry, you don't need to. Don't. Just buy what you like, buy your scent preference, and if you want to throw in a wild card, then throw in a freaking wild card. But no one's telling you that you got to buy everything that Scentsy puts out. Like, I don't want anybody to feel like they have to do that. Like, don't do that because I'm doing it or somebody else is doing that. Do your home fragrance and your wax obsession the way you want to do it. And by your own terms. Nobody else's. So what am I doing with the catalog? I'm definitely going to be stocking up for sure on all of my universal scents. So my aloe water and cucumber, my Amazon rain, my coconut lemongrass, my Just Breathe, my thunderstorm, white amber and teak, winterberry apple tea. I'll be able to stock up on those so I can actually warm them more and enjoy them, because I always felt like with all these LTOs, I could never enjoy the catalog fragrances. And we are still going to get plummeted with LTOs, but I'm not going to buy them the way that I was buying them in the beginning of my consultant journey. And I'm not new to Scentsy, guys. Like, if you think I'm just like a consultant that joined last year, no. That could be farther from the truth. I've been a customer of Scentsy since 2009, okay? 2009, so 3 years after they became a company, after Orville and Heidi took over, whatever. I always say Horville. After they took over, so 3 years into them owning Scentsy and having it is when I started buying it as a customer. And then I joined in 2012. That is when I became a consultant. And I was on and off because I never could stay active. So I'd have to, deactivate and then rejoin and then, all those stuff. So I've been around for a while, guys. I've been through all the changes. when it was you had to have $150 a month to be active to keep your consultant status. And then it went from $150 a month to like $150 every 3 months. And then they changed to $200 and then, you know, all this other stuff. So I've been around for a while. Like, I know what I'm talking about when I bring up things and say, you know, oh, this isn't on trend for Scentsy, or this is what they used to do in the past and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling now, so I'm just going to end the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the walkthrough. Let me know what your favorite part of the catalog was. I think my favorite part of the catalog is definitely my Thunderstorm. That blue sponge wear warmer is just freaking gorgeous, and I want that so bad. And I'm definitely interested to try Freshwater and Sage in body. I'll probably get it like in a body cream, probably, if anything. And definitely would want to try the Isle of Clover in the cleaning line for sure. So yeah, those are just some things that I'm excited to visit in this catalog. But let me know what you guys are most excited for, if you're excited for anything. And yeah, we'll talk about it more in the comment section. Thanks for always liking, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate all the love and support. And until next time, guys. Bye.